Hi, I'm Olivia, a custody advisor at Wall Street Prison Consultants. Today we're going to discuss being remanded to custody at sentencing. In the realm of criminal justice, there are few moments more dramatic and emotionally charged than sentencing. It's a culmination of investigations, trials, and deliberations. For a defendant, being remanded to custody at sentencing carries significant consequences and represents a pivotal juncture in their legal journey. Being remanded to custody means that a defendant is ordered by the court to be detained in jail or prison immediately after the pronouncement of their sentence. It signifies the beginning of their punishment, whether it's a short-term jail sentence or a long-term prison term. Once the judge announces the sentence, if immediate incarceration is part of the judgment, the defendant is taken into custody in the courtroom itself. The individual is usually handcuffed by U.S. Marshals or other law enforcement officers and taken to a holding cell within the courthouse, or directly to jail or prison. Upon arrival at the detention facility, the individual undergoes a booking process, which includes taking fingerprints, photographs, and personal details. Personal belongings are stored, and the individual is issued prison attire. Several factors influence immediate remand, such as, number 1. The nature of the crime, since defendants convicted of severe or violent crimes are more likely to be remanded immediately due to potential risks they might pose to the community. Number 2. Being a flight risk, because if the court believes the defendant might try to flee and avoid serving their sentence, immediate remand is more likely. Number 3. Previous compliance, since defendants with a history of failing to appear in court or violating bail or bond conditions are considered less trustworthy, leading to immediate remand. Being remanded to custody at sentencing is a deeply emotional experience, both for the defendant and their loved ones. Even if expecting a guilty verdict, the immediacy of incarceration can be overwhelming for many individuals, and defendants often worry about the welfare of family members, especially if they were the primary caregivers or breadwinners. The abrupt transition from courtroom to incarceration can exacerbate feelings of isolation and the stigma associated with imprisonment. Defendants are still afforded legal considerations and rights such as appealing their sentence, since being remanded doesn't strip away an individual's right to appeal the conviction or sentence. However, they will typically begin serving their sentence while the appeal process is underway. Credit for time served is also a factor. If the defendant was in custody before the trial or sentencing, they might receive credit for the time already served, reducing their sentence duration. For more information on being remanded at sentencing and its implications, you should contact a prison consultant.